Hi everyone, here we're going to discuss about an very important topics related to CSIR NET life science exam, and the topics is about the TI plasmid. Now here we particularly are going to discuss about the agrobacterium tumefaciens, their natures and the genome structure, and secondly the structure of the TI plasmid. Coming to the Agrobacterium strain, Agrobacterium itself is a soil-borne rod-shaped gram-negative bacterium, and which is peritricous in nature. That means the presence of the flagella all over the surface of the bacteria. And if we see, there is a three important species of Agrobacterium exist in the nature. First one, it is the Agrobacterium tumefaciens. It infects the plant cells near the wounds and causing the crown gall disease in dicot plant. Second species of Agrobacterium, it is the Agrobacterium rhizogens. It causes or responsible for causing the hairy root disease in plant. And third one, it is the Agrobacterium radiobacter. It is generally avirulent strains and it is not cause any disease in the plant. And importantly, if we see the Agrobacterium tumefaciens causes the TI plasmid, which is responsible for causing the crown gall disease in plant, and Agrobacterium rhizogens, it causes the RI plasmid, which is responsible for hairy root disease in plant. Now if we see the some important properties of the crown gall cells, we can found that firstly it can grow in growth regulator T medium. What does it mean? That means uh, Agrobacterium tumefaciens infected callus cells itself is capable of producing the important plant growth regulator like IAA or cytokinin. There is no need to supply these growth regulators from the outside. Number two, can produces the tumor in the healthy plants when grafted. Thirdly, they produces the opines, which is unique nitrogenous compound that is found only in the Agrobacterium tumefaciens infected crown gall cells and not formed in any or normal plant cells. Number four, the defined types of or what kinds of opines will be produced that actually depends on the what kind of Agrobacterium strains infected the plant. And if we see, they can also the opine productions can also occur even when the plants were cultured in the in vitro condition. So these are the very important properties of some of the crown gall cells. Now coming into the Agrobacterium genome, if we see Agrobacterium tumefaciens contains two types of DNA. First one is a normal circular DNA, and the second one they contain the TI plasmid DNA. And actually, this TI plasmid DNA is responsible for causing the crown gall disease. If we see what is the symptoms or characteristics of the crown gall cells, crown gall cells is nothing but a cancerous proliferations of the stem tissue in the region of crown or infection. So they are actually responsible for causing this disease, and particularly if we see the TI plasmid, tDNA from the TI plasmid is actually responsible for causing this disease. Now, crown gall cells actually, when Agrobacterium tumefaciens causes the infections, and tDNA from the TI plasmids is uh, transferred to the host plant cells, and they actually causing these disease or the crown gall symptoms, or actually the crown gall disease in the dicot plant. Now, if we see the structure of the TI plasmid, there is a four structure in the TI plasmid. One, it is the origin of replication. Second one, it they contains the genes for opine catabolism. Third one, it is very important that they contains the tDNA region. And fourth one, they contains the virulence region. So this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth. So if we see the tDNA region, so TI plasmids actually tumor-inducing plasmid, and it is actually first one. It is a tumor-inducing plasmid. Secondly, they have the 200 kilobase pair long megaplasmids. And there is a specific two important regions is present there. One, it is the tDNA region, and second one, it is the V region. And actually this V region is actually responsible for causing the virulence in the plant cells. So virulence is nothing but the ability of the bacterium to produces the crown gall disease. So this tDNA region, if we see one by one, this tDNA region contains actually it is a 23 or 24 kilobase pair long sequence segments, and that ends up in a 24 base pair long repeats, both having the left border and the right border. It also has a 24 base pair long repeats. And they contains a very important genes responsible for the auxin biosynthesis, cytokinin biosynthesis, and the ovine biosynthesis. Particularly, if we see that IAA, H, or IAM, and IAA, H, these two genes is particularly responsible for auxin biosynthesis. There is a presence of IPT gene, which is responsible for cytokinin biosynthesis, and octapine synthase is responsible for the opine synthesis. And if we see the virulence region, there is a and these virulence regions have the 8 vir genes, that is vir1, vir-A, vir-B, vir-C, vir-D, vir-E, vir-F, VG, and VH. So these 8 V genes actually responsible for causing the virulence in plants, and this tDNA region contains some very important genes responsible for opine synthesis, auxin, and biosynthesis synthesizing genes. And all these genes have the eukaryotic regulatory sequence, and that actually expressed only within the plant cells. So thanks for watching. In the next, we will discuss about some another important parts of this PI plasmid.